What episode is this?
31.
Are we sure?
Yes.
100% sure?
Yeah, because Joshua and I already did this step before we started recording. We had a whole sit down where like, which episode is this? Wait, this one's coming out this week, so...
But yeah, he came out during that.
No, I didn't. I mean, I didn't hear it.
I guess not the fault.
He didn't come out
He
here.
came out,
He didn't
like,
come
at
out
the
here
end of it.
mentally. He came out here physically.
Oh, yeah,
but
you're right.
he's gone. He's
Just
still
to sit
somewhere.
down
Yeah.
and like zone in and be like,
Yeah. There's like latency
"Aw."
between like his brain leaving the room and him leaving the room. You know, like it
There's-
takes a
there's
couple of
there's
seconds
a
to
lag.
update. Yeah, there's a lag.
I was still in the bathroom mentally.
Yeah. His brain is still just washing his hands. You know.
I was not. I was not. I don't even remember me walking back over here.
It's like in the game when you like make progress in the game, but then you like reset
You're like
all the way back
lagging
to
and
where
then
you're
you're
at.
all the way back to step one. Oh man, I fucking hate that. Okay, do we want to introduce ourselves? Do we want? Hey guys,
Welcome back to Chucklefux podcast.
this is episode.
It's time.
What?
What's happening? What's
Episode.
going
It's
on
episode 31.
We just
31?
started. Why are you?
You just
what?
walked away. What happened?
Oh.
What? Oh. So
Well-
what Josh whipped out is a nice little collar, dude.
Yeah, that shit's for me because just to update audience on what's happening in
If
case
this
this
is
is
the
your
first
first time
episode.
listening,
Yeah, there you go.
right? We made a bet before. Oh, actually, no. Before
There's
that,
a tier
before that,
system for Eric's likes. We have officially reached 500 likes on the odd counts.
And
Uh-huh.
if you don't know who we are, I'm Eric.
yes. Oh, jeez, this is rough, guys. This is real rough, guys. Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Jay. I host this podcast together with my two other friends that are also hosts, Josh and Eric. If you guys
I'm
want to,
Josh.
yeah.
I'm Eric.
Yay!
Yeah.
To explain why we have a shot caller, because we are, believe it or not a BDSM podcast.
Wait, what do you mean?
Is it
Eric
dead?
says a lot of like, just the word like in between sentences to, buffer a little bit to give him time to think and stuff, right?
Because I have funny brain.
Yeah. And we decided that, it was a good idea to punish that. And we said that there is a different tier of punishment based off how many likes he said in the duration of the podcast. Just whole running podcast, however many episode. And then there's a tier list. I don't know where you can access this, somewhere.
If you join our Discord, join our Discord.
Okay, yeah, join our
Or you
Discord
can
if you
maybe
want to
talk
see
with
it.
us if we like you enough.
Please join the Discord. We'll talk with you because you will be the only one there. So
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh wait, we have Nick and that what
Other Chinese friend. Going back to collar talk, we have officially hit our first milestone of 500 likes.
yeah.
And Jaden had previously made a bet with Eric about left nut, right nut, dick in the middle.
Yeah.
Whether
And
that
he
game
had-
exists or not. Yeah.
Yes, and he had offered to take up the first shot collar for Eric.
I'll be doing that. So I'm assuming the rule that we discussed is that I will put this thing on and
And just randomly,
randomly one time in this episode I would get shocked.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's holding the remote?
Me. I'm
All right.
charging it.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Well, you would like seeing me in a
Should we
choker.
do it at
You're gonna like
1
this.
or 10? Oh, okay, it doesn't go that high.
I don't think I will.
Are you sure you want to do on the neck? We didn't
Yeah,
necessarily.
we never specified.
Yeah, whole hog. Why the fuck would I have a shock collar? I'm not gonna put it on my neck. Watch
You can
this.
put on your thigh
No.
or like on your arm.
No.
Fuck it, put it next to your heart.
Put over
I
your
don't have
pacemaker,
one.
Jaden.
Yeah.
Pacemaker.
Oh, Jaden, there's little like plastic tips on
Oh
the
yeah.
on the
There's little rubber
prongs.
bits.
Oh.
Fuck.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I don't feel
Well.
good about this.
That's a whole ass bolt.
Yeah,
All right.
man.
That's what I'm saying. Are you sure you want to do it on your neck?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I'm not backing out of this.
Okay. So
No, you're not backing out of it. You're just putting it in a safer spot.
do we start at 1?
I changed my mind. Yeah, that does kind of turn me on a little bit.
Do we start at 1 or start at 10?
What?
Because
How many-
it goes up to 100, and there's 10 levels of shock for on the.
On the first day of shock collar.
I want to say 10 for like mathematical
Do you
sense,
want
but
to?
like
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Do you want to test out the 1, Jaden?
Do it. Give it to me, baby. Give me that shit. Oh, also, this is for a dog, so keeping in mind that I'm a whole dude, maybe it won't be as bad.
Do you feel it?
Uh,
I already pressed
Am
it.
I supposed to? Oh, I think it might have turned this off. Oh no, it's a tingle. It's a
Okay.
slight tingle.
Okay. Then
You want to try it?
No.
Level 1? No, trust me.
just
It's
level 1.
really minor. I can see how level 100 is gonna be rough.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like a small little.
Oh,
Okay.
whoops.
Imagine if I fucking just exploded just now. Just from that.
It connects with the metal on your shoulder.
I didn't think about that. Oof.
You'll be fine.
I'm not gonna put it on my neck. I'm not putting it on my neck.
That's
you can put it
fine.
on your neck, but I don't want to conduct electricity on my shoulder and just
Your
fry.
neck and shoulder are really far apart as
Look,
far as
man, I don't
electricity
want to
go. You'll be
I
fine.
just don't want to incite any accidents and my shoulder explodes out of my arm.
Let it be known that it is only the odd countings of episodes
Yeah,
that
because
has
I'm in
counted
charge of the
to
even.
500.
Yeah, and my ADHD ass cannot count. So I that has to come next time we record, unfortunately.
Yeah, so as of right now, we're at like maybe 50% of the episodes, maybe like 60% of the episodes, and as of right
Mhm.
now, the count is over 500 something.
Yeah.
Right?
How much
So-
is the exact count? Do you know?
I haven't done
Total?
the math yet
That's
since
fine.
last time.
Okay.
That's okay, but we're over 500 as of right now, meaning that Jay takes the first, or that we are at the first shot caller.
Mm-hmm.
And because Jay so willingly took,
One of them.
technically Jay's doing the first. Yeah, I feel really weird about this. This is bringing up a lot of conflicting feelings.
Hold on, let me tighten.
I'm a
Okay.
big choker guy. I'm learning just now. I'm learning I'm a big choker
I don't
guy.
like
It's
that
from-
I'm your learning ground
Well,
for this.
no, I've
but,
always
you know, we're
known.
here.
I've been like, oh yeah, I like chokers. You know what I mean? But I don't know very many people that wear chokers. You know,
You didn't
My-
know that many goth girls?
What about Duh? He wears choker sometimes, right?
that's different. That's different. Like there's.
Wow, really knocked him down with that one.
Well, see, here's the thing. It's like just like the fabric around the neck is tingly to me, right? Like with like spikes and like I'm not a sadist, right? I'm very much not a sadist. So just the look of the choker around your neck is nice, but then I remember that there's a fucking battery attached to it, and
Yeah.
I'm like, that's weird. You know, I don't like that. You know, because I know it's gonna
Jay
hurt.
are
You know,
made for each other.
Huh?
Jay in a few episodes ago said, "I'm not masochist, but."
Look, I'm only here to test my limits, guys. Trust. I'm not a masochist,
but
but
yeah, no, I get that.
I'm a flexible dude. I can do both. What's going on here? Why?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what? I've been looking at you the entire time, thus I normally do. I don't know what kind of conflicting feeling you've been feeling, but it's all good.
You're-
What's going on here? What the fuck's going on here? What is this tension we're having?
It's sexual. This tension is very sexual, and I don't know how to feel about it. Are you already at? Did you already bring it up to 10?
Uh-oh.
It's just
You should
charging
put it
right
so
now.
Josh is like had like a blanket over him. You should put it under the blanket so that he doesn't know when you're about to press it, and then you could do it whenever.
Just
Yeah.
does it now.
Yeah, imagine. I was thinking he might just do it now just to get it over with. That's hella funny. Okay, yeah. So as of right now, Jay's gonna have the shot collar on for the entire episode.
Okay,
Mhm.
and then the viewers get they have some anticipation to look forward
Yeah,
Sure.
it forces you to listen to the next one if you want to hear Jay go ah.
Or this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like forget like halfway through. It's never gonna go
Well,
on.
I don't mind if forgetting one of the episode. If it doesn't happen the first one, like I'm sure someone would bring it up and remind you the next episode.
Yeah.
Just make sure that it happens on air because I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, you are also wearing the collar, and I'm looking at you. I'm not gonna forget, honestly.
Here we go. Can I talk about that? Can I launch a topic off of that?
Yeah.
So remember how last time we recorded, you said a note related to,
Me?
yes,
Okay.
you specifically.
Yeah.
Fucking.
What'd I say?
What's that? What did you name that note again? close called out way too close.
Oh, yeah.
Since then, he's actually slapped my ass at least like twice, and I don't know how to feel about that.
Well, no, those weren't because of like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna smack this like fat ass, you know. That was just brotherly, like, haha, yeah.
It's a sportsman.
Smack the ass.
High five. Handshake? High five?
What?
The sportsman?
Yeah, I'm gonna handshake his ass.
Right, but the fact that you brought up that note the last time we recorded makes it a little bit hard for me to distinguish which one is brotherly love and which one is just love. You know, and I'm like, oh.
No, I think you would know which one's love.
Right, because there's gonna be grab.
Yeah, there'd be a little bit of grab to it. If I was just smacking your ass, just to smack your ass, it's just gonna be just flat hand, just a nice little smack to it. If it makes you uncomfortable, I could just not do that. That's not something that I usually do, but yeah.
Not too much. Like, it just happens. I'm like, is this like around 10% of I'm in danger.
No,
but the rest of them is like, he's just doing his thing.
No,
he's just being dumb.
I'm a very like
for context, right? I'm someone who had a homosexuality war with Bert before, where we just try to out-gay each other every day. Like, I have humped a dude, dry hump, but like multiple occasions, different dudes. So
to the point that he broke Bert's bed.
And even Bert's
twice
girlfriend didn't manage to have him do that. So it's something. So as far as the little ass slapping go, you're good, man. Don't even worry about it.
I think Bert just doesn't want to break the bed.
Bed frames are expensive, my guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm kind of like a PDA kind of guy, right?
What?
PDA, public
display of affection.
Kind of thing.
Fair enough.
I don't know why.
Oh, my dudes, this collar is not made for people without fur.
What?
Is it just digging into your skin?
It really is, because it's a dog collar. I don't think it was a problem for dogs because they have.
Yeah. Do you want to put like a thing in between it so that it's not like?
Then it'll lessen the effect.
No. He's talking about the clip.
Like the actual thing. The metal bit will still 100% be touching. It's not the metal bit that's the problem. It's the clip. Everything else.
Yeah, I can see that.
You should put like.
Yeah, you can put like a little sock or something like that in between it. Oh, well, anyways, what I'm trying to say is, I'm a PDA kind of dude, right? So whenever I have
touchy with people he likes.
What?
You like to get touchy with people you like.
No. Well, I'm saying no. I'm saying like when I'm with somebody, right? Like I like to publicly like display my affection like that, right? I mean, of course, like privately as well, right? That's a little bit different affection, right? But I usually have those thoughts in public. So if I ever smack your ass in public, that's when I actually cross the line.
Good. I'll keep that in mind.
Cool. Was when I wrote that note, I turned to Josh and I was like, remember this moment. Nice. So I kind of want to bring up a concept that I think you guys will love, right?
Oh.
Let me
too. I will share with you later.
So watch this, right? Where do you think the concept of this could get really deep and we can have that deep conversation, but just be retarded with me for a little bit, right? Take a deep concept and be just retarded with me a little bit. Where do you think you are, right? Like think of yourself not as like the physical, right? But as like the mind. I think the mind is you, right? So like if you were to die and you were to come back and just your body's back, that's not you. Your mind is still gone. It's lost, right? And you can consider that the soul, whatever, right? Okay. But where do you think that resides? Where is you?
In the balls. No.
Next in line.
You know?
My consciousness is stored in the balls.
Consciousness is stored in the balls. If the balls are gone, you know there's no conscience.
You gotta win the next race.
It's just the husk of a person. That's not wrong.
I mean, to be fair, getting ready for the next race.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we are like stored in balls up until we were born. So you know,
we won the race.
Exactly.
Should we have? I don't think so.
Maybe. Okay. So where do you think you are? Right? To me, I think like the mind is stored in the head, right? That I feel like that's just where we are, right? That's where everything happens, you know? Or at least that's where the most senses happen,
Now, do you want like a spiritual answer or you want like a logical answer? Because, of course, logical is like we're stored in the brain, like where else, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I could be gay about it and tell you it's stored in the heart, man. Like
That's
what do you want? What's going on here?
That's really that was way gayer than I thought it was going to be. I mean, okay, I'll take that.
It's called range.
Right. Okay. So I consider in both the logical and spiritual sense, I think I reside in my brain, in my head, right?
Okay.
Or at least like in my head area, right?
Okay.
And because of that,
it's a lot of area. Which part?
Well, so yeah, I consider you're fucking weird. Because I consider myself to be in my head, like I feel like the farther away that my parts are, like the farther
this is going in a weird place. Where is this going?
It gets weirder, right? So if I were to spread my arms out, I feel like my hands are really far away from me, right? Even though they're still attached to me, but since I feel like my head, my brain, my essence is in my head, right?
Okay.
I feel like my hands are really far away, but I can bring them close, and now I'm like, oh yeah, cool, I'm right here, I'm all good, I'm all like packed, right? I'm not as flexible anymore, but when I could like wrap my fucking legs backwards, like behind my head, right?
That's impressive. You could do that?
Yeah, I could do that.
Oh.
Not anymore. That's because that's not. I'm fat.
All right.
So right now, like I feel like my legs or like my feet are very far away from me. Not right now because they're not as far as they could be. I'm crisscross applesauce on a sofa, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to stand up, I feel like they would be very far away from me.
I see where you're going.
But I could change that and I could bring it close to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one part of me that I can't do that to
it's my dick.
Is my asshole.
Oh.
I can't bring my asshole closer to me. Because my dick is right next to me. Well, it's not right next to me. It's right next to the asshole, right? But I mean, like, if I'm flexible enough, I could just bring my fucking dick to my face, But my asshole, I can't really do that,
Oh, are you considering closeness as in like reachable to your face closeness?
Yeah, remember, we're talking about like I consider me, like my essence, my soul, my mind, right? Me as like a being.
Because I was gonna say,
in my
distance-wise, you can bring your asshole closer to you. Like, ever try sucking your own dick? I mean,
yeah, that's as close as it gets, though. Like,
that's fair.
Like if I were to suck my own dick, I can't lick my own ass.
There's a hard limiter of like, just asshole to face distance.
Yeah,
like you can't go any. It's the point of
Yeah.
I think we should define that. I think we should like record the distance between the asshole and your face and try to make like a sphere, like an area of where the asshole can go.
It's like
it's the circumference of asshole limit.
Like
asshole limit.
So if you've ever played, if you've ever used like a bow in D&D, there's like the range, right? So like anywhere closer than this,
anywhere closer.
Yeah, like anywhere closer than this is like harder to hit, and anywhere farther than this range is also harder to hit. But then you have that sweet spot where it's like, yeah, it's fine, right? It's kind of like my asshole, right? Like it's like I can't get any closer than this, and I can't get any farther than this. This is the sweet spot. This is like everywhere the asshole can be relative to me.
Guys, my asshole is like a 5th edition D&D bow.
But yeah, no, I just feel like my ass is so far away from me. It's just so far away.
Okay, well, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel sad. I can't. I'm not as close to.
You gotta think with portals.
I guess, yeah,
Yikes! That's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, no, it's a different.
Portal in front of your face, portal behind your ass.
Man,
stick your ass out.
That's
your
some
face.
use of a portal.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah,
I can't. I don't know how to. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't be able to do that.
Oh yeah, because you
would just fall. You would just keep falling through. You wouldn't.
No, we're talking about small portals, like
small
square
portals.
feet portals. Like just put one on the wall.
Wait, what kind of portals?
Like just like square foot portal, like
square foot portal. I thought you said a squirrel portal. I was like
squirrel
portal.
I mean, it would fit a squirrel in it. It's about the size of a portal for a squirrel. So
yeah. I mean, I guess yeah.
No, I think Joshua meant like if you're in like an enclosed area, right? 2 walls, right? Just
Oh, and you're just like peeking your
Yeah,
head
and
through,
just-
and then
yeah.
it's just like goes straight to your ass. Okay, I
Exactly,
could see
exactly.
that. Oh yeah, I could see that.
and then you toss your own salad. Look at that.
Well, I don't know if I want to toss my own salad. I just like, yeah.
Well, you'd be like,
what
I
are we,
feel
what are
more
we doing here?
connected
Why
to
do you want
myself.
your answer to be
I don't-
closer to your face if you don't want to toss your own salad?
I don't want to toss my own
happening?
salad. If I wanted to toss my own salad, I would be practicing to suck
So
my own
you
dick.
just want
but
to
then I could
look
just go
at
a
your
little
own
bit
asshole?
further.
Is that what's happening?
What?
What's the purpose of you being closer to your asshole with your
Like,
face?
it's
What's
like the
happening
only
here?
part of me that I have to see in a mirror. You know, I can't just like look behind me and then there's my asshole. Like I can see my cheeks.
Yeah,
I can
also
see my
the back of your head, the back of your neck,
Well, but I can touch the back of my
your
head.
back. Like what do you?
The back of my back. But like all those other spots, like you know,
You can
like
touch.
I can touch, or I mean,
Okay.
you could still touch your asshole. You know what I mean?
So
But,
like, what's the
but
deal
I-
here?
He
well,
can't use his 4 senses.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
you're
can't
right.
use all my
No, I
senses
guess
to like
3.
to get to know them.
Explore my
you know?
hole.
You
Yeah.
can't use his 3 other senses for
Yeah,
his
I
asshole.
can't like get up close and personal and like you know do things. You know,
Fair enough.
not
you
that
know
I
what?
would want to do anything. I just want that option. You know?
You have me. I feel your sadness,
Yeah, I
but
just
I think it's God's grace that you can explore other people's bumhole.
When you said you have me, I thought you meant like check his ass or something like that.
Whoa. We're not there yet. We're close. Not that close.
so you're saying there's a chance.
I mean, the chance
I
is
thought you were
never
just gonna say you
zero.
have me and that's it.
But yeah.
You have me, bro. What's going on here? You have me.
That's hella funny. Yeah, no, I was just having that thought. I forgot where I had that thought. I think I was just working. I was just chilling, doing my thing, and I just thought about how far away my asshole is.
Man, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I had an original note to follow up with that. Now I'm changing notes because I didn't expect that to go the place that it did, right? Since we're already on asshole, right? I have a brand new adventure that I wish to share with you guys, right? This is a story that's
following.
fueled by spite.
Okay.
So, just warning, if I'm a little spiteful, right? That's why.
Okay.
Have you guys ever just like felt like the world stands over you and just look down and call you a peasant?
Every day, even right now.
These last few weeks.
I had a rough time with that, like half a month ago,
Mhm.
right? So I introduced this guy to my dad. No, hold on. No, that didn't come out right.
Whoa.
Hold on, let me rephrase
Looking your
that.
dad up?
Let me-
Whoa. All right, hold on. Give me a second. Let me sit up. Let me think about this and then rephrase it. I introduce. This is rough, lads. I introduce a. Stop laughing. I introduce an apprentice to my dad.
Appearances?
So my dad.
Apprentice.
My apprentice. My bad. Apprentice.
Apprentice.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus.
over,
I
start over.
introduced an apprentice to my dad because my dad works in AC repair, AC installation,
Mhm.
and I met a guy that wanted to do that too. So I told him, hey, I'm asked my dad, and then you two can connect. And then he's like, oh, why don't you come too? I'm like, all right, cool, chill. And when we contacted him, me and my dad, being, you know, the people we were like, oh yeah, just go somewhere, have like, you know, lunch / like dinner maybe, depending on the time frame, and then we can just chat about it over like, you know, a bowl of whatever. Like it's just a place to sit down and talk, right? Because my dad does what he does, but he's not in like a company, and he's not terribly like, you know, well known. He's just a dude that does things for people, you know. Apparently not to the guy that was trying to become his apprentice, because when we went to the place to have dinner, the waiter led us to a candlelit table and gave us our menu over like a black marble polished tabletop. So this place is posh, like just really fucking expensive looking, right? And so this whole time I'm sitting there and trying my best not to be intimidated by the whole environment. And the guy was, it's a place where the people will wear blazers. It's not like a place where you can just walk in with like a sweater and then whatever, right?
I would.
We sat down and I tried my best not to be intimidated by that. We learned later that he wanted to learn the trade, but he didn't want it to learn the trade for, a job, for survival. No, he had his own like business in San Francisco where he's based. And he just wanted to learn this because his business is connected to the AC trade. And he wanted to learn everything that he can about it to further his whatever bullshit that he's doing, right? But he's 100% sincere and serious about like learning this, hence why he chose such a restaurant, right? And I held myself together pretty good for the majority of the night, I think, until I had to shit. And this is where the real story begins, right? We're leaving the restaurant now. That's behind us. I walked to the restroom, open the door, and the light fucking turns on by itself. Of course it does.
Nice.
And the bowl, it's polished black marble like everything else in the restaurant, but it's one of those that comes out of the wall, doesn't touch the ground, and it's like has like a bunch of like different hidden like water tubes and stuff connected to it. So it's a bidet. It's a fancy looking bidet at that, right? So I sat down and the seat was fucking heated.
Nice.
And I was just like, I'm going to have the best shit in my fucking life, right? And it was a great time. Like, I was just in their heated seat. Like, the whole room, it wasn't like a bathroom where there's stalls and stuff. It's straight up just a bathroom with, like, a lock. And they have, like, a couple of rooms. It's not, like, by gender anymore. It's like you have your own little area for shitting.
It's like that one buffet we went to in Vegas.
Yeah, it's legit, like, it's there. It's on the same level. So I shat. It was a great time. And then I heard this sort of like, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I used a bidet before, so I wasn't terribly surprised. Until it fucking jet blasted me with like half a gallon of warm water. Just straight up my fucking asshole. And like, by the time it happened, like, my asshole was relaxed because I was done shitting. It was great. So like a quarter of that went straight into my rectum.
So you got an enema.
In essence, yes. And it fucking like pressure washed my hole. It was insane. That fucking that toilet made me a woman. It was crazy. It was crazy, dude. I don't think I've ever been so physically violated by something like that before. It went so far inside of me. Like, I didn't even think it was possible for a bidet to do that. And then it fucking...
Did you like it?
Huh?
Did you like it?
At the moment, no. But thinking back, it's pretty good.
I know what you mean, but it was my parents have got like the shitty ones from like Amazon.
Yeah.
And then they didn't set up the tubings right, so it's always just like jet blast water regardless of like the pressure that they set.
Yeah, dude.
And it's also cold water, so
oh, that's rough.
It's always the worst experience for me. But they fixed it recently.
Oh, very
the
good.
jet itself is also like really fucking thick.
No,
like,
yeah.
You would imagine like a jet or in a bidet to be like a little, a little stream, right? That thing was like at least like half a garden hose. It felt like it was insane. It was the amount of water it blasted between my crack is crazy. I almost fucking drowned. So
Drowned through your asshole.
yeah, I mean, honestly, like it
I was gonna say.
if I opened my asshole up all the way, it would have filled up my entire track up to the mouth. Like it was insane. And then afterward, like after that whole violation of my human rights, it fucking like blow dried my asshole with warm air gently, so that my crack is no longer fucking dripping wet.
Has a
It
blow
has a
dryer?
blow dryer, dude. It fucking like dried my crack before I left, and it sent me on my merry way. I don't know. I don't think I see just shitting and wiping.
If I
Like,
ever
same way,
own
ever
my own
again.
house, I'm getting that toilet.
That toilet is fucking on a different level, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that thing was cleaning me. Like, it was crazy.
I've seen prices for those toilets. They're like 2 to 4K.
Thousands of
Yeah.
dollars for that thing. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah. Oh, I guess they didn't
First
have
world.
like a toilet seat that just like lifts up on its own. Like when you just like walk near it.
I don't think it did that. but the seat itself was just down because I think I expect most people to just sit down for it. So maybe, I mean, I'm sure you can lift it up manually. Like, I don't think that's an issue. Yeah.
I've never had a bidet experience, but that sounds like
It's
like top.
it was a bidet of like cream of the crop bidet.
That's
Just
what I was
mean,
thinking.
yeah.
The fact that it had warm water is what impresses me. So.
Warm water and it blow dried my ass.
the
Like,
blow
it was
dryer
a
is
full
just-
process.
The blow dryer is just like the cherry on top.
Yeah, it was like I went to
That was
fucking if I had more ass hair, it would be a full salon. Like it was just fucking like both washed and dried. It was crazy.
Yeah, no, that's wild. Oh, I just had a terrible thought. Like, what if you had like really long ass hair and then it just kind of like it just kind of drooped down because it's now wet, you know?
I can take this. I can choose to take this to a really gross place right now if I want to.
I don't know if I want to.
But yeah, I never had that thought before because it was like wiping is wiping. It's fine. It's whatever. But now, like, if I have what it takes, I want to get a bidet now. Just
Yeah.
I think I would have just the cleanest asshole.
I don't know where to go from there. I mean, I'm like
I don't either.
At this point, I'm like peasant because I've never experienced a bidet. I mean, I've shit in a toilet with a bidet, but I've been too scared to use it.
This is why we gotta go to Japan.
I mean,
So then we can experience a
What-
proper bidet.
What's
I
the
guess,
fear?
yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah,
with
what's
it?
scary? What's
Yeah,
scary
what's-
about
what's
bidet?
scary?
well, I
you.
don't know. I just like just
I
something
guess you don't
going
want
up to my
anything-
ass.
Yeah, you
Is it
don't want anything.
intimidating?
You want to be closer to your asshole, but you don't want anything up your asshole.
Yeah, I want me to be the only person that has access to my asshole, you know? Having some machine just like violate me like that sounds like not a good time, you know?
I think I can see it with cold water. I think cold water would traumatize someone.
That's kind of the thing too, because I don't know if it's like warm water or cold water, and I don't want to find out. I just rather stick to the thing that I know, and if I have a little dirtier or a little asshole, then
I know. It just seemed like my asshole should not be an area that's just really
Gets cold,
fucking
yeah.
cold. You know?
It's not fun.
yeah, but also burning your asshole is not a good time.
No, it's not that high.
Steams a little bit. You know?
Yeah, it's like steam my asshole a little bit, cauterize it shut.
It's boiled.
A boiled asshole? Wait, isn't there like someone like a place in some some country that eats asshole?
What?
Like straight up just like eats asshole?
I think so. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I can't put my finger on some like what country.
Yeah.
I think it's some Southeast Asian bullshit. Because those areas, those dudes eat like some
Everything.
strange stuff, my guy.
Yeah, maybe it's just like me and like living in the first world, but I don't think I could ever like eat. So I went to this Korean barbecue place one time, right? In high school, and like my girlfriend at the time, I went with like the girlfriend I had at the time and actually I went with weed friend and
Okay.
his girlfriend at the time. But we went there and they had me eat intestine.
Oh.
And I mean, I
sounds
only
actually
did it
pretty
just to
good.
impress, you know, my girlfriend, but
Okay.
I don't know. I just
Not you impressed?
no, not
Unfortunate.
as much as I wanted her to be. You know?
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, she was just like, "Yeah, you did it," and I'd be like, "Yeah, you gonna suck me up later now?" You know? No, that's not the reason why I did it.
Was it the texture that threw you off?
It was
or-
just the texture. It wasn't like
That's
good,
understandable. Oh.
You know, like it didn't like taste good. You know, it was just kind of.
Mm.
It was just the experience of me saying that I could just eat intestines is all it kind of
Was it
felt
just
like.
grilled? That's it?
Yeah, it was just grilled.
Not the way to have them.
No.
Yeah, I guess
Those should
not.
gotta be either in like a very heavy broth or like just marinated. Like they need to be masked in flavor. It's like a soup noodle. It's in like a porridge or some sort of broth. You know, like
Okay.
that's the way to have them. Just by
Like in
themselves
pho.
grilled. No, not
You
great.
said like in pho?
Like when we went to pho yesterday, there's tripe in mine or beef intestine.
Hmm.
I love that shit. It's so good.
That is fair. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could separate myself from the whole fact that was part of their digestive tract.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
like
fair.
they shat
It's
out
like
of it.
pork belly. You know how pork belly is,
Well, pork
usually
belly is a little bit different because it doesn't have to
It's
really
not the lining.
It's not.
It's like it's close to. It's like the outer layer or the. Yeah.
Right, but I'm referring to like if you just take pork belly as is, like no seasoning, no sauce, and just grill
Oh
it.
yeah, no.
It's terrible because it's just fat, and like that's essentially what intestine is. It's a lot of fat. It's very fatty. So if you just grilled it as is with nothing, terrible.
I'm very like vanilla and white. I like the basic stuff, you know. I
It's
mean,
the white side of you coming out.
it's the white side of me coming out. Like, I'll try anything. Like, that's fine. I'll do it, you know. But whether or not like I'll like it and I'll like do it again, you know.
I mean, at the end of the day, what you eat and what you put in your mouth is up to you. You know.
I have been really loving that bit where we'll just like look at each other and we'll just be like. What was the one that I did? What was that, yesterday? Yeah. What was it like? That was so good. It was like prepare to die. Oh no, game over.
Yeah, game over.
Yeah.
It was
But
just.
yeah, you said game over, and then you did that instead.
It had no right being as funny as it was at the time. It was just one of those things, you know.
You know what's one thing you also do, Jalen, a lot as of recently that I've noticed? You've just been using like the Wii Sports Resort motif, just like randomly. Where you're like, like it had nothing to do with the conversation. Like even with context, it didn't make sense. Like when I'm listening back to the podcast, I just like randomly, well, like after someone's done talking, you're like,
yeah, I've been doing that a lot.
Why? It's been going on for like a month, man.
It has. I know that song's always just like that motif specifically, just been in my head rent free forever, ever since the first time I heard it. But I don't know what's going on with like the past recording session till now. Keeps happening. Like every once in a while in my head, it's just like echoing somewhere because it's quite empty in there, and it was just, you know.
It's just like whenever we're all silent, just like
yeah,
you just do that. Yeah, that's always a good time. You know, I have been liking our little like random motifs that we had. Game over was a really good one. That one was.
I don't know. I feel like there's so many different jingles are just like rattling around somewhere in there that you can just pull up whenever. Like the Wii Resort one's a good one, and then there's like just commercial jingles too. It's fucking crazy. And you see Red Robins, and you're like, Red Robins, yeah. Just in the back of your head somewhere, it just happens, you know.
What was the one that I was singing? Oh, like KARS, Cars for Kids.
Yeah. He was singing that on the way back from the liquor store earlier.
And the bird just randomly BK having your way. And then you all just like follow.
It was like always a half-second moment of just defeat, and then just going along with it, you know.
You're like, fuck. Have it your way. You're wrong. I want BK now.
God.
BK is pretty good, man. It's good. It has a bad rap because people just don't like it and they want to shit on it, but it's good.
I think it's average.
Fries aren't that
it's
good.
Okay.
Honestly.
It's okay.
The fries aren't like the best thing in the
They're
world,
not
but
salted. They're so plain.
they are, but like in terms of just like the actual like cut itself, like it's good. I like how thick they are, you know, and like how they're usually consistently crunchy, crispy-ish, you know, usually, or at least I have a better like success rate than like McDonald's. Every single time I've gotten McDonald's,
they're always soggy.
They're always soggy. It's almost never been crispy, you know. I can see how if they were crispy, how they would potentially be pretty good, you know. And they usually are like fairly salted, which I mean, yeah, I guess, you know, if it's really salt that you're looking for, like
you can always
salt.
add it.
Yeah, you could always add it, you know.
And
I'm sure it would be great. Not like, you know, just absolutely molested in salt, you know.
I myself have never been like ever overly fond of fast food like restaurant in terms of like fries or burger. Like I think sometimes they're good, but as far as like fast food goes, I never really been a huge fan, you know? Like even when I was at the height of just fat mindset, the thing for me is snacks. Like I always just loved snack, right?
I'm a big snacker.
Until recently, where that kind of like a couple of episodes before when I mentioned that I kind of just don't really like anything anymore, and the only thing that I could get myself to get as like a snack is like a somewhat sweetened tea, you know? But since then, right, I think this is unironic, but just one of the kinder things that you have ever done for me, and you didn't even mean it, right? Is I think you brought it back. I think I'm in snacking mood again.
Here we go, boys! Yeah!
This stems from a totally just randomized you going to the liquor store with your Mexican lover.
Oh.
So I wasn't there. And you asking me, hey, do you want something or do you want anything? I'm like, just give me whatever, surprise me. That's what I said because I didn't have anything in mind. And you came back with a bag of munchies, which I actually have in front of me right now. And I think what got me back into it is like, it's not all the same chip.
Yeah.
You know, it's a mix of different stuff. As opposed to before, I would always get a bag of chip that I really like, but then just have the whole bag
be the same thing.
Because, you know, why would I have it any other ways? It's great. I like it as it is. But having different like bits of different crispy, crunchy stuff, crunchy snack in the same bag, honestly, pretty good fucking time.
Those are the, like, so I used to be in a band with my dad, right? And we used to travel like not all over the place in terms of like everywhere that's like local-ish, you know, like at least within like 6 hours, you know, driving. And we would be, you know, on the road like hella fucking late, you know. And my dad would do this because he's fucking insane. And he would just like, he would start kind of like falling asleep at the wheel, you know. And instead of like, you know, like being a normal person and getting something caffeinated or whatever, you know, so he can stay awake, he would get those. He would get like the spicy version so that it's like he's like, you know, like, you know, and
is he
like
not great with spice?
He's. I mean, wouldn't say that he's not great with spice. It's just like it's just stimulating enough to keep him like awake.
Enough,
you know. Because I would do this thing when I was a little kid. I would just smack him instead, you know. Whenever he would start like falling asleep, or he's like, you know, his eyes closed for like a little bit too long, I just smack him. And so what we used to do is we would go to the gas station and we would get some munchies, and that was the thing that we used to do. And we both liked those chips. They have I haven't seen them for a long time, and it's kind of hard to find them. But they have the spicy ones, the non-spicy ones, and then you know, like the jalapeno Cheetos. They have like a version of that where it's like more mildly spicy. It's like more mild than what this is.
Like kind of cheesy spicy instead of just spicy, you know, like flaming hot kind of spicy. Yeah,
and I used to love those. So yeah, I just kind of got those just because I was like, I don't know, it has a bunch of stuff in it. Maybe he'll like them too.
Yeah,
you know. So I'm happy that you like them because it feels also kind of like nostalgic for me, where I'm just like, oh yeah, I used to get those all the time.
And it's not just this either. I've been experimenting with like how different chips could be, you know, well liked by me if it applies the same principle. Like I got Chex Mix the other day.
Chex Mix is really good. I love
good
Chex Mix
too. Like just any sort of mix. I think the mixing thing is the way to go for me going forward to experiment. Also, weird thing that's been happening. You know how I said I don't like the pretzels in the thing? I still don't. Like I think out of the entire bag, they're like my least favorite. Right? I think the way that I've been eating them has conditioned me to kind of like them now. Because you know how, like, if you want to train a dog, you would have it do a trick and then give it a treat? So what I've been doing is that every time I open a bag of munchies...
You're conditioning yourself?
No. I didn't do it consciously. What I would do is that I'm the kind of person that would eat all of the worst one first so I can have all of my favorite afterward.
Yeah.
So I just been as far as my hands could reach without shaking up the bag, grab all the pretzels there is first, and then I get to the good ones. I think it's the fact that I eat the good ones directly after I eat the pretzels that's kind of conditioned myself to be like, yeah, pretzel's a good time. I'm like, wait, whoa, hold on, no.
You're like, wait, hold on. I think I kind of did that too because I do the same kind of thing where I'll try to eat the pretzels first.
Yeah.
But it's not because I don't. I think I kind of also just like the pretzels a little bit. I mean, of course, they're not like my favorite thing in that bag, you know.
Yeah.
But like, it's not like the worst thing in the world. But I do try to get those out of the way because I'd like to bunch up everything else and throw that in my mouth, you know.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I kind of like the pretzels now because of that, which is a little bit. It's a little bit strange for me going forward.
Nice.
You know.
Nice.
But also, just in general, if you guys know of any like good just mixed snacks, doesn't have to be chips, could be literally anything else. Like, let me know. I will fucking try them.
Because I'm also on that like that thought of like variety being good. If you were to ask me that without having said Chex Mix already, Chex Mix. Like,
yeah.
I like the honestly, bold flavor, the cheese flavor. Like those ones are really good.
The last one that I had was a salsa flavor. That one is unironically okay. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world.
I like rice cracker mix.
Oh, rice cracker mix.
It's a really Asian thing.
Oh, okay.
For me and Jin.
Oh, I used to love those too. Fuck. I should get back on that. I love
those. They're my favorite mix.
Nice.
Like, they're all rice crackers, but there's like small changes to them that make them good. And there's like a few wasabi pieces in them.
Yeah, they're extra, like, just something else, you know? I don't know. I forgot. I completely forgot about that. So thanks for bringing that up. I'm gonna be fucking on that shit now.
Trail mix is a good time too. If you want like a quote unquote healthier alternative.
I consider trail mix because if you think about mixed snack, like trail mix is the first thing that comes up, right?
Yeah.
Not a big nuts guy, but I see certain selection of trail mix. Maybe I'll get into. I don't know. I'm excited. Like
There's very
thanks, man. I'm once again excited for snacks.
Very good.
Yay!
So you said that's like the nicest thing I've done for you. That's sad. That's really fucking sad.
One of the nicest things. Well, that's not in relations to how you treat me regularly. It's just in relation to how important snacking is to me. So it's like it's not a variable that is affected by how you treat me. You know, it's more so of like a snacking has been like a great part of just like me enjoying.
You redeemed snacking for him again.
Yeah. Like, it's like bringing back something that I liked before that I kind of lost, you know? So it's a great time.
Bringing back gay sex for me. No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say bringing back side sleeping, but I guess gay sex work.
Yeah, no, I was just kidding.
Have you been doing the pillow thing, Jaden?
I haven't had too much trouble with drooling lately, so no, not really. But I'm 100% going to try that if that becomes a problem for me. Well, besides drooling from the mouth, I also kind of need to drool from just my dick. I'll be taking a piss. I'll be right back.
I was like, where are you going with that? Oh my god.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, that was wild. I was like, I'm sorry. Have you been drooling from other places?
What does this do?
Nice.
Stop me, but I'm pissing. I'll kill you.
We weren't thinking about that. That was literally what Josh just like whipped out.
God,
I don't know. I wonder if the range kind of like works on that. That would have been really funny. That would have been really good.
It's just a little beef on it.
Well, probably just figure out where the dog is or whatever.
I want to know what the other. There's like a speaker thing over here, and then like
speaker thing.
Yeah, what we just heard right now, the little beep.
Oh, okay.
And then there's like this little vibration one.
Maybe that just like it's like a vibration
on
the collar,
a buzz, and that's it.
Yeah, maybe like it's
maybe
just
when
like
he comes back, I'll press that one.
Okay.
That's
what's the actual? What's the actual?
These two little electric things. We'll post these on Instagram. We'll post what the shock collar looks like.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
There's like one shock. I guess there's like two shocks, like one after another.
Oh. Well, fuck. We really got a fucking dog collar. Yeah, that's wild.
It's been there for a while. It
has been. It's been there for a while.
Finally, time to pull it out.
Yeah, that's a good time. I know it's like super like what's the word? It's kind of dumb for me to think that like the plate in my shoulder would actually get affected by it. Like, it most likely, and like almost, I'm like 99% sure that I probably wouldn't. But since it's not zero,
no,
I'm like,
just to be safe, I would say like put on the thigh or your arm.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. So, because like I already like, he probably gets like really nervous about it. Hey Jay, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Wait, does it give you a shock when it does that?
No.
No, okay, it's just like a little
I'm
beep.
gonna press a different button. This is not the shock.
What is that?
That vibrates.
Oh, so it does just vibrate. That's
Yeah.
interesting. That's probably just to like psych the dog out to think that it's gonna vibrate or something. I don't know.
So, psych out.
Yeah. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that.
I didn't know that you can do different functions besides that. When I sat down to piss, right? Because we discussed this previously, I've been conditioned to sit down to piss because my stepmom doesn't want me to splash and clean the toilet. So I sat down to piss and I heard a beep. Shat myself a little bit. A little bit of poo came out. Because I thought you were legit gonna do it for the bit.
Right when you left, I pulled out the remote.
Yeah, I was like,
that's so funny. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks for that.
There's no bro. Hey, I didn't vibrate you though.
That's hella funny.
Holy shit, dude.
Oh, man, that's a good time.
Fuck, man, now I'm nervous now. I wasn't nervous before, but now I'm nervous.
I think you were nervous before. Like as soon as he whipped it out. Like I saw like a 1,000-yard stare come from you. Were just like, oh, fuck.
No, that 1,000-yard stare was because I know that I didn't finish like counting.
Oh,
and I
see.
said I was gonna try to. That's why I'm like, oh, fuck, I didn't finish counting.
Oh, I see.
That's what that is.
Okay.
Like, I mean, if you see me do it again, now it's for the Connor.
Because I mean, like on the hand is like doable. On the neck is a different thing, and you also don't know what it feels like when it's on level 10 instead of level 1.
Right.
So
that's what I'm here to find out, baby.
Yeah. What?
I said out of 100.
Out of 100, oh, it's gonna get worse from here on out, and then it's gonna be me. We gotta make more bets.
I was gonna say,
if
you guys make more dumb bets, then that's how you avoid it.
Dumb bets. Oh yeah, no, that's good. Good. That's hella fucking funny.
I like how I fucking told you to try to like I fucking gave you shit for adjusting your mic a lot, and now I'm like the one this episode is just like fucking touching my mic stand like every 5 seconds.
It is kind of hard when you're like kind of like I feel like when you're there, you know, because like you want to like chill and like find a spot to get comfortable in, you know, but if you can't find that spot and if you know you're gonna get up and stuff, I don't know. Especially
Honestly,
if you move a lot, because Josh doesn't move a lot. Like he's fine, he's chilling. But at least like for me, like I'm probably gonna get up like in the next like 30 minutes or at least all of next episode. You know what I mean?
Honestly,
like,
I think 50% of it is because I have a collar on, and that just makes the comfort level goes down. Like it makes me nervous now.
Yeah.
But before, like even before, I'm adjusting the mic because like just having that thing around my neck, I'm not used to it. I'm like kind of like uneasy going around the place.
You should have totally did the vibrate function instead of the beep function. Because I think that really would have actually gotten to, because then you would have thought that like, oh my god, is this the, you know?
Oh, good thing I sit down when I piss.
So if you didn't hear the beep before, now you know what it sounds like. Yeah.
I had a terrible thought just right now. I'm like, what if you guys somehow manage to like just condition me to shit whenever I hear that beep?
Who's a good little boy?
That would be terrible.
Oh, no!
That would be fucking terrible.
Hey, Jaden, back.
No. God damn it. All right, I'll be back.
Man,
I can do like warning shots before.
Warning shots, bro.
Oh man, bro, imagine if like that was like a fetish that somebody had, like to condition someone to fucking shit and they just got turned on by that. I like honestly, scat does not. I don't understand scat, my guy.
I don't either. That and pissing.
Guys, why are we here? Why are we back here?
let me just say this.
This is not even the first time. Like this happened before.
What, talking about scat?
Yes.
Well, we're going back to our roots, right?
God Damn it.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like pissing is like not as bad as scat. Both are very bad. Like they're both in the negatives for me, right? But if someone really wanted to bring like scat or to piss on me, I would much rather them piss on me than scat. You know what I mean?
I feel like it would be easier to. No, I was gonna say it would be easier to clean, but not really.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not like to me like
not a solid. No.
Yeah, like you wouldn't have to. I mean, it kind of depends on where you do it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like there's gonna be smears. You know. I think the smears is the.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay, we can move on from this. Yeah. No. Oh God. Do you have a note? Do you guys have a note that you guys want to get into?
Because I can get notes into. I can get into if you guys had a stuck.
I have a couple of notes, but I just want to make sure you guys get to yours.
So the note that I did put is animals that should just die.
Oh fuck! All right.
All right. So if this is a little rocky, refer back to episode 23.
Sorry, Peter.
Well, no, 27, not 23. Sorry. Don't refer to episode 27.
Or just
23.
refer to episode 1 where I tell someone to put their dog down. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
That's episode 1.
That's episode 1.
I will give you a timestamp in post if I can find it. Just get him. Get him. No, so initially when that happened, I was thinking about stuff like, seals. Or just
seals?
Why?
Yeah, seals.
Why seals?
So seals, just like Arctic seals specifically, they fucking shit out their kid and just leave them. Like they just straight up leave them where like the polar bears are, and then the polar bears would just find them and just molest every single child. Right?
The turtles do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of animals. So eventually, I fucking zeroed in on pandas instead.
No, they just want to die at this point, honestly.
Pandas are rough, dude. Like pandas are not doing okay.
They're on their way out.
They were 100% on their way out until we decided to just drag them back from the dead, like pull them halfway to the grave and just be like, yeah,
you guys are cute. Don't die.
Extinct. You guys got it.
There's so many things about pandas that just don't make sense. Like they're carnivores or they're omnivores, but they choose to eat. Are they not omnivores?
No, I think they're carnivores, but they choose to eat bamboo, which is why they have to eat so much of it.
Yeah,
in order
that
to
makes them omnivores.
No, so what happened was that originally they were carnivores, and then now at this point in time, they went too far back in the vegan route. They can't back out. So they are 100% herbivores right now. They don't eat anything else besides bamboo. And because they were originally built like carnivores, they're just rough. It's a rough time.
Yeah.
Like they have to eat a shit ton to sustain themselves because eating leaves in general are just not great nutrient, believe it or not. That's why elephants never stop eating. Like herds of elephant will fucking graze out an entire forest of leaves if they've just passed by. It's just because they need to eat.
They're so
to survive.
Large.
Because they're so goddamn large.
Yeah.
Same thing for pandas.
Yeah.
Also, terrible nutrition content in just bamboo. Like, it's wood. It's fucking wood. You're just eating wood. That's what you're doing. But the real fucking thing that pisses you off is their mating cycle.
It's only like, what, once a year?
Right. But it happens with most animals, right? So it's only once a year, only lasts 1 month, right?
That's less.
We'll get to that. So 1 month a year, which sounds all right. Like, it's not that too bad. Pandas themselves, first of all, are solitude animals. They don't live in herds. So it's not like they just have fuck buddies. They're more like...
Wait, what do you mean?
They're more like, fucking booty call than anything. Just once a year booty calls, right? And once a year, female pandas would go around like to the perimeter, not even outside, just to the perimeter of where she lives, rub her butthole all over the place, right? And then the 3 or 4 males would smell that shit, just follow the butthole scent, go straight to where the female is. And you would think, 3 or 4, that's not too bad, No. The 3 or 4 will meet and fight, and then the one that wins will stay. Everyone else will leave, right? And then you think it was 1 month. No, 1 month is the mating season where they start rubbing buttholes all over the place. The actual date where they can have, like, you know, where they're ovulating and they can have babies, it's best condition, like most likely going to succeed, 1 singular day of the entire year. Less successful, but could be possible, like lower than 50% or something. They get like 1 or 2 days before and after that. That's it. So like in the month, you get a week. The most ideal condition, 1 single day. And then that's in the wild. That's not even considering in, like, you know, in enclosures where sometimes they would just be like,
nah.
And it just won't happen that year. Like, bro, they are straight up. That's not even fucking considering the fact that there's news and like reports of fucking mother pandas, whatever, just rolling over and just fucking squishing their kid, turning their kid into a splatter.
Bruh.
Just like,
yeah.
Whoa, it's rough, my guys. Those guys are not doing okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's one of those species that I think we should just let go.
Let go, yeah.
Just let them go. I think it's over for them. It's too late.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of tough because at least for me, I think like we should just kind of let them do their thing, you know? Like survival of the fittest. If they don't survive, then they don't survive. But at the same time, a lot of those species like are going because of us, you know? Because of like the way that we're changing like their natural habitats and stuff.
Yeah.
So the ones that do get affected by like our actions, like yes, we totally should, you know, like interfere. But like pandas that like they're just they kind of did it to themselves, you know? They did it to themselves, you know, and it's like you can't really like change anything, you know? Like you can't really like my first thought, like when you were telling us that, and it was a terrible thought, and I was like, oh fuck, like I shouldn't. That's not okay. Where it's just like, why not just insert the sperm in the female?
They do,
you know. But at the same time, it's kind of like it's it's essentially rape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
like I mean it is. I mean
100%.
So which is tough, which is like of course wrong, but like I don't know, for like the, you know, persistence of a species, you know, like is it still wrong? 100%, like on a moral standpoint, yes, but I don't know. It's for like pandas specifically, they really just did it to themselves. So and they're not meant to survive, you know.
Extending an olive branch here, right? Like, technically, pandas are really rough to begin with, and no question, I think that they were kind of on their way out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We accelerated that quite a bit, right, for that to happen. And at the moment, like, it makes sense that they're trying to do what they're trying to do because they're trying to, you know, put it back to before we absolutely just went and molested the place they live, right? I think just in general, the focus should always be restoring the environment in which they live.
I was going to say that, like, instead of saving the species, save the environment.
I mean, the species, if you could save them and know that in the future you can replace, like, the place that they lived at and, like, introduce them to the wild again, 100%. Do that. But, you know, if that's rough, and for the case of pandas, of course, there's other stuff because, you know, pandas are like, you know, national treasure of the chinks. It's my word. I can use it. Right? So there's other agendas there.
Yeah.
But purely from like a resource standpoint, let them go. Like, whoa, just let them go. What are you doing?
Let them
what
go,
is happening here?
I don't know. Like, I think the effort should be to restore their natural environment, and then if they thrive in that natural environment, or if they don't, like, fuck, you know what I mean?
I think another animal in that ballpark are koalas.
Oh, those are also rough.
Yeah, because they eat eucalyptus, which is also like really low in nutritional value, and that's all they do all day, and they pass out.
Because like they're also like to leave themselves are poisonous.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those guys are also really
It's
rough.
that they're chlamydia ridden, and then they just smear their shit all over trees as well.
Yeah, no, I just
There's like just a few animals that should just go away at this point.
yeah. I think it's just like instead of saying
Or
like, they
not-
should just go away,
It's just
Just
let
on
them
their
be.
way.
like
Just
just
let
let them be. You
And
know,
then
let them be.
Whatever whatever happens to them happens to them. You know.
Yeah, as unfortunate as it is, it's like I mean we've already done so much to change like environments like that. So if they're gonna go extinct, I mean, and if there's not much you can really do, then there's not much you can really do. I mean, there have been some cases where we've like helped a species helped the species come from like
Yeah, like
danger,
100%, like
extinction.
buffaloes.
Yeah. Which one?
Like buffaloes.
Yeah, like buffaloes. Like we've done that like multiple times, you know, and that's fine. Those are like species that like can, you know, like can survive, you know, but some it's just you gotta let it go, man. You gotta let it go. There's like so many resources. There's only so many resources we can, you know,
Yeah.
spend to save a species, you know,
Yeah.
especially after you've destroyed its environment, you know. If anything, put more effort into restoring that environment and putting them
I
back
think
in
that's
it,
the
you
way
know.
to go. I think that's the
And
way to
then-
go. Yeah.
It'll happen naturally,
Mhm.
you know. So
Well, now that we established that point, I'm on the same page. Kids with nut allergies now.
yeah, no, I mean, I saw this is really tough, you know. I saw this in this well,
What is
What
that?
do I-
What is that?
I don't know if I even want to like bring this up as a topic, and if we bring this up as a topic, it like 90% has to be like cut out. So this is up to you,
We can
really.
pick up
Do it,
another
you won't.
animal.
Do it. Oh.
So okay,
Do it.
I'll do it, and
Do
if we
it.
have to cut it, then we have to cut it. But like if we have to cut it, this doesn't even go on Patreon, right?
Oh.
Um,
That bad, huh?
Should I stop the timer then?
you can if
Yeah,
you
if you
want.
want.
And we're back. So we just called, you know, all Jews our nice little ash piles.
Mm-hmm.
Potential soap bars.
Potential source. Fuck. Fuck. I go through these phases, right? As I'm sure everybody else does. Especially if you listen to podcasts, right? Where I'll have phases where I just want to listen to podcasts and phases where I just want to listen to music. And then in the little phase of wanting to just listen to music, you have your phase of like, oh, I want to discover new music, right? And I keep like going to I keep doing this thing like that I did before, right? Was how I discovered other music that I liked. Was I would take a song that I really like or an artist that I really liked, and I would go into Spotify and look at and go to their radio, right? So you know how, you know, say if you're looking at Evanescence or something, right? And you scroll down and you see evidence Evanescence radio, you know, that'll play Evanescence songs, of course, it'll play some of them their songs, but then it'll play other artists and other songs that like are similar. And so that was how I usually do it. And I forgot exactly what I was listening to or like what artist or what song I was listening to, whose radio I tried to listen to. But it ended up playing like some love songs that were like very much like
Not related to the other songs.
well, they were like in style, like kind of similar, you know, but they were just very blatant love songs. It's like, I want to grow with you. I want to love you. I love you. And I just like, it was so cringy to me. And I was just like, skip, another one, skip, another one, skip, another one, skip. And I was like, man, I don't think I like love songs, you know? Or like maybe just those songs were just bad, but in the sense where they're just saying I fucking love you. They're not being subtle about it, not being subtle like in the sense where like, yeah, you could be talking about, you know, love or, you know, wanting to be with this person and stuff. It just made me cringe so bad, and it like almost put me in a bad mood where I was like, fuck this song. This song's stupid. This fucking song sucks, you know? There's no nuance to it. It's just, oh yeah, I love you. You know? And so I just kind of, I like stopped listening to it, and I was like, man, fuck that shit. What do you guys think about love songs?
I feel like it depends.
Yeah, I think it.
And like the mood, how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
As a little Chinese kid.
All right.
As a little Chinese kid, I had a very long moment of my very short life at the time, right? Like 4 years gap where I just hated songs that are like just popular. And the reason why is because I didn't get a lot of exposure to any sort of, a different very type of music when I was a kid. I just listened to pop songs because those are what came on. Those are what are accessible to me. So to me, that is music, right? And what that music is, it's 90% talking about some sort of relationship, right? It's either I broke up with this chick and now I hate her, or I broke up with this chick and now I miss her, or like I'm really in love with this chick, but I'm afraid I'm gonna break up with her. Like it's just around that ballpark. Everything that I heard when I was a kid, from like the age of fucking 6 to 10, are like that. And I, at that time, right, age 6, first grade teacher was like, "Hey, your voice is pretty good. Why don't you join the choir?" And I remember me thinking back and going like, "Fucking hate music." Just fucking talking about like this relationship all the time. Like you can't. There's literally everything else in the world. You can't talk about anything else. You just have to fucking go, "Oh, boo boo, fucking, I have this love thing going on. It's not working out." Like, like what the fuck is this? I got really pissed off and I rejected that offer as a child. So my relationship with love songs are kind of complicated. I think love song kind of actively stopped me from becoming a choir kid. So
that's unfortunate.
I guess so.
You could have been the choir kid with Eric.
You could have been a choir kid with me. We could have been like singing little ditties, like
I could have met you in the college dorm and actually be in music, right? The rest of you guys in that dorm.
Yeah, there was a lot of us in that dorm that were just music.
Yeah.
I think like almost everybody around us also was like music related too.
Except me.
Like in the other rooms?
Yeah, in the other rooms. Except
granted, I was at it later, so I think if I was, in that program earlier, they would have put me together with like art kids.
When I was looking for like dorms to live in, they gave you the choice of, I forgot what they called it, but pretty much we'll just call it a community. They said, hey, there are these communities like, art, STEM, whatever. Do you want to live in these communities, or do you just want to find some random person who might have a major that's not related to yours? And
that
I
makes
said,
sense.
Let's go. I'll do the art community.
Let's go art. Let's do music.
I just happened to be in a dorm full of music dudes.
Interesting.
Until you came along and ruined it. No, I'm just kidding.
You're
the only one I talked to from that dorm still, so technically not ruined it.
You ever think about dorming, Josh? Have you thought about it at all? No, it just wasn't a thing that you were terribly feeling romantic about.
No, not really.
No,
dorming was fun. I honestly
dorming is honestly pretty fun.
I loved dorming. It just gave me that sense of community that I kind of always wanted around that time. Granted, my time around that time was not great, but like surrounding that, it was good. It was good being able to hang out with people, then just go down the hall and find some people, like hang out with them.
Go to like the cafeteria to eat food together if you want to, or just like having
between
people
classes
around
and stuff. Yeah.
It's a good time. I mean, I didn't think about dorming too much myself because I don't really have a preference for it, and I wasn't gonna dorm. But I remember I had an aunt that went to college, and she was very Asian, so she was all business and like nothing else, right? She was like, this saves me money. I'm working at the same time as this. I'm going to finish college early. And she did fantastic. She finished college in like 3 years and graduated early with like virtually no debt because she worked at the same time. But she was like, you should dorm, because I wanted to dorm, but it was like a money issue for me back in the day. So I never did. And then I didn't get any college experience because of it. So, and honestly, like, since we're fucking here and we're hanging out because we met from the dorms and we're doing this podcast together, like, pretty sure that knocked like my life into a different trajectory. It's a good time.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think like, despite me saying that I had like not the greatest of times, that first year of college, like I wouldn't change that.
You never
all.
had the greatest time when you're just like somewhere. Like right now, we were complaining about it. We'd be like, yeah, it fucking sucks. This house sucks. But like some days in the future, we're just gonna be like, I
wouldn't
remember
change
that house. I miss the yard. I
think,
miss this.
Yeah.
You know?
I think once we all like split apart, we're gonna be like, man, I miss living with you guys.
Yeah, I miss having like dumb friends to do dumb
Yeah.
stuff with. You know.
I mean, at least like in the sense right now, like we talked about this before, like separately and not on the podcast because we got shit going on. But like I like living with you guys, you know. Before I would have like problems with roommates or whatever, you know. But I think that comes with me having lived with so many different roommates, you know. Granted, some of them were kind of like the same from like specific spots, you know. But like some of them being kind of vastly different than others, I think I've learned to just accept the things that make them kind of like.
I was like 3 different versions of roommates with this guy at different points. Just like fucking room with this guy. It's 3 different goddamn times in 3 different goddamn locations.
Yeah, I don't think I've
with different
changed
people
at all.
too.
Yeah,
We're like completely different people besides us. So
I think I'm just as messy as I was before.
fucking terrible
Well, you know
person.
what they say. You never know people until you room with them. or
Yeah,
live
until
with
you
them.
until you room with them.
No, honestly,
you know?
that's pretty true.
100% is true.
Mhm.
But yeah, I like living with you guys. So I think like in the moment, I'm like, yeah, I do like living with you guys.
Tough luck, guys. I'm
And-
moving out. See you whenever.
That's all of us then.
Yeah, you're
Bye.
right. Yeah, if you move out, we're all gone.
It is kind of crazy that somehow we just roomed together for so many different times. So fucking weird.
I think it's a matter of circumstance.
It really
It
is.
was
too,
a lot
yeah.
of just random circumstances.
Random shit happening. Like you living here completely by chance too, because like we had both of us, like both sides of like 2 houses that we lived in had like circumstances that just somehow managed to click together.
It just
you know?
it was like a puzzle piece just then, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a good time. It was a good time.
If you guys can live in a different, but like, how do I put this? If you guys can live in like
I would live with your mom,
different-
yes.
Oh yeah, call her tonight, I guess. What I was gonna say is, if you guys could live in like a different structure, doesn't necessarily have to be a house. Like, what would you pick? Like
Like a
house,
structure or like
condo,
a building?
apartment,
Bridge.
underneath a bridge, campsite, RV. Like what?
With like all of us?
Or just by yourself?
Just any. Like if you prefer to pick a place with people, sure. Like I just want to widen the scope as much as possible. If you say I want to fucking build a hut in a ditch somewhere in a fucking Canadian winter, yes, sure, whatever. Just your ideal living situation.
Oh, he's just staring at Josh, trying to make him as uncomfortable as possible. I don't.
I was just looking at you like, damn, he's thinking really hard about this.
I was like, I'm gonna stare at this guy.
Oh, man. This feels so disappointed. I just like try to bring up a topic because it felt like we were kind of falling off the rails, and then I just look up to see Eric staring at Josh going,
Okay. Like a structure that I would live in. I've talked about this guy before, but remember that
This guy?
old time hockey?
He's one, oh, I see. I was like,
Yeah, I'm gonna live
"Who's
in this guy."
Wow. Woo.
No, this guy, his name's all old time hockey. He's like
Yeah.
on Instagram. He kind of does like ASMR type like videos. Like I would love to live in his little hut in the
Hello,
middle
buddy.
of fucking nowhere.
Didn't see you there. Join
Oh yeah,
me.
I didn't know what he was doing.
Night.
I still don't know.
Hello, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah,
I fucking love that guy. He's cool.
I'm just referencing the guy's talking about his Instagram account.
Yeah, that's how he starts
Yeah,
his
okay.
videos.
Yeah, that says starts. He's like, oh, hello, buddy.
Hello, buddy.
Didn't see you there.
I
Join me
think
in
I
a
would-
campfire.
I
Yeah.
would live in the cabin.
A cabin? Cabin
Mhm.
in the woods? By
Yeah.
yourself or with people?
I don't know.
Bears or no bears? No, I'm just kidding.
Bears.
I honestly, I think
I low-key think the nicest floors have bears in them, so.
That's fine.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
If they're nice, then, you know. I think the hardest question would be if I would live with people or not live with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in wow, hold on, let me start over.
Wow.
In any sense, right?
Yeah.
I think the hardest question to answer would be whether I live with people or not. You know? Because like by myself would be nice, you know, but could I really handle by myself, you know?
I mean, that also depends on the environment. If like Joshua's situation in the woods, right? Like if he picks by himself, like he doesn't get a choice. That's it. That's all he got. Because he's in the middle of the fucking woods. Like he's not going anywhere. Unless you're like Big Bear or something, like with a little community, right? But as opposed to say, oh, I want to live in a fucking small studio apartment in Manhattan, right? Sure, you would live alone, but you can invite people up because people just down the fucking street. If you can make friends with people across the hall if you want to.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for showing me your ass.
You fucking whore.
You just shocked him. Wait, did you actually shock him? Oh, okay, yeah.
And with that,
You good, man?
I think we should end our episode.
What are we at?
135.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god. So before he shocked me, I was looking at one of our cats because she was trying to dig into the bags. And when he said, thanks for showing me your ass, because I was looking away from the mic, right?
Yeah, he fully turned around.
I was just about to fucking full send in that direction. I was just about to just jackal pose on this motherfucker. I was just about to turn around and just straight up stick my ass and look breathable as fuck. And then you shocked me out of it.
Bro, why'd you shock him?
I was
It looked like the most vulnerable position he was in. Other than pissing.
All right, now tell me, did that turn you on?
Did it turn me on? I mean,
How bad was it?
it wasn't the worst thing in the world.
Was it like the vibration, but like a little bit more, or?
So, like, it doesn't hurt. Like, hurting is not a factor.
Yeah.
It's just like any sort of, I'm sure you know because you've been fucking tased before, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, of course, it hurts when you get tased, right? It's like
it's
that,
different.
but take out the pain. It's the shock factor. The, you know, how just like, whoa, you know, but like, it doesn't really hurt you, at least not at 10. Yeah, it was just the initial shock. It's definitely enough to snap me out of what I was doing before. So, yeah, I mean, dog collar wise, it works. Fucking put that on our Amazon affiliate. Been tried and tested.
If you want to fucking support us on the podcast and you want to get shocked like Jay's breathable little ass,
Whoa.
visit our affiliate links.
Don't
Check
call
out
my
our link
ass
tree.
little.
Yeah, check out our link tree and see all the stuff that we got on there.
I'm taking
It's
this
on all
off
of
now.
our socials. It's
Oh,
on
man.
Instagram, the description of YouTube usually, and Twitter.
And if you want to see that link, follow us on all of those stuff.
Don't follow us on Google Podcast though, because that's going away. Follow us on
No,
YouTube more.
follow us on Google Podcasts still.
No, they're getting rid of it.
Yeah,
Like,
but still do it though.
Okay.
Still follow us.
Subscribe to us on YouTube and leave a comment, give us a review anywhere.
We have
comment
gaming
anywhere.
stuff. We have gaming stuff on
We have Let's
YouTube.
Plays.
We also do that.
Yeah. We
We
also
also
have
do watch-alongs on Patreon.
Patreon.
We
Yeah,
just watched Oppenheimer.
Yeah. We
did
just finished
watch
watching that. Join us on Patreon and make sure that you identify yourself as a chuckle cuck and also try to, pay for Eric's surgery to get his nose back or some shit.
Yeah. No, this is my nose back.
us
I'm
know.
Voldemort right now.
Let us know if you're lean nose or
Yeah,
just
lean
regular
nose.
chuckle
That's
cuts.
it. Yeah, lean nose.
Yeah.
You can choose if you choose to fucking join us on Patreon to specifically donate just for him to get his smell back.
Yeah. I'll figure out a way to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that won't improve any of our lives at all. It's just him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just me. Just so I can get a sense of smell back and they can fart in my face or something. I don't know.
Whoa.
Oh, whoa. Thank you for listening. This was episode
31.
Thank you.
Nice.
Oh, they're also
Nice.
pre-recorded.
Huh?
They're all pre-recorded already, remember?
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3,
4,
5,
6,
7,
8,
9,
10,
11,
12.
13.
14.
Well, we don't have 14, so.
It might. It might
Oh,
happen.
you're right. It's on Patreon.
All right, cut it. We're done. I love you. Finger me, please.